Hello everyone and welcome to DJAMS. I'm Sparksy and I'm here with another Warframe review. Today we'll be checking out Excalibur. Excalibur is described as a master of gun and blade, a perfect balance of mobility and defense. Excalibur is the ideal Warframe for new players. He's one of the 3 Warframes you can obtain at the start alongside Mag and Vault, and we're basically going to check out what you can do with the help of the Corpus in this defense mission. Excalibur's first ability is called Slash Dash, basically where he makes a dash and slashes, like so. It's a pretty powerful ability, as so I've just taken out quite a few enemies there. So it's a very, very good sort of first ability to have, especially if you're new to Warframe or you picked Excalibur. Now Excalibur's second ability is called Radial Blind. It's more of a defensive ability, it's basically where he blinds the enemy, like so. So now they're all blind, they can't see me, I can shoot them as well, and I just, they just can't really react. Again, a pretty decent ability. Well guys, looks like I've been hit by the Zanuka Hunter, so while we're here, let's just check him out. He could well kill me here, because I've not really brought a lot of good abilities. Now this is new, I haven't really been hit by Zanuka in defense missions, usually in survival and exterminate, and basically other sort of open sort of maps, and he is here. It's probably worse that he's hit me here. Up, there's LV having a chat. Oh dear. My poor aiming is there as usual. Oh, that's a prigger. Oh, hello. Now I brought my Rakta Cernos, it's basically a syndicate weapon. Oh, it's just blind. There we go. And that's basically how you take care of Zanuka. I suppose the good thing about these bosses is that they spawn at the level that they're at. So on a very low level defense mission, so and spawn very high. Usually he's worse than that. Okay, so Excalibur's third ability is called Radial Javelin, where you basically do this. You send enemies flying with javelins. This is an impressive ability. It's also really good if you've got a Nova on your team, because once they use the sort of their main ability, Antimatter Drop, I think it's called, you sort of basically, well, they sort of prime all the enemies with Antimatter, and the Radial Javelins will take care of everyone. I did this tactic with a Nova on a defense mission on Jupiter, and we basically kept going to wave, waves 20 plus, just because it's a very good tactic. And the final ability of Excalibur is probably the best of all. It's called Exalted Blade. You make a blade of pure energy, and you just send out waves upon waves. And it's such an impressive ability. I mean, just look, you just tear through enemies. And it's really cool just to pull out a sort of a blade of energy, and I mean, look at it, it's so cool. This really does make Excalibur, very, very OP. I mean, look, you just tear enemies down. It's incredible, look at it, it's just waves upon waves of energy, and yeah, I love this ability. So yeah, that was Exalted Blade. Okay then guys, so you join me here back on the Lisset. Now let's go through basically the components or the parts you need to make Excalibur, how you get hold of them, and should you actually get them. So to make Excalibur, you're going to need alloy plates, neural sensors, polymer bundles, rubido, ferrite, morphix, and plastids, along with some salvage and a control module. You can obtain Excalibur, as I said, from the start, as it's one of the 3 starting Warframes, or you basically have to beat a boss called Ambulus, who is on Pluto. So, should you get Excalibur? Well, if you get him from the start, that's probably the best Warframe you can pick, because his abilities are, incredibly good. I mean, he was reworked not so long ago, so they put in Exalted Blade, and my god, when Excalibur was first reworked, that's all I saw in every mission. There was at least one Excalibur on the team, and my god, they were just, kicking ass. Which is incredible. I personally would say it's well worth the effort to get Excalibur. Probably the only downside is if you didn't pick him from the start, you will have to wait till you get to Pluto to try and get the parts for him. The boss himself, Ambulus, is not hard to defeat. Just getting to Ambulus is the problem, because you've got to go through, let me just show you, you've got to go through all the planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. You don't even get, then you've got everything else, like Ceres, Eris, Sedna, Europa. You've got to go through a lot of planets before you even get to Pluto. And a lot of tough bosses on the way. But Yeah, it is well worth the effort because it's such a good... Oh, there's Ordis chatting shit again. No, fuck you, Ordis. But yeah, Excalibur is such an incredibly powerful Warframe. There was a Prime version of Excalibur, but that was just for founders of the game. And, well, you can imagine, I've still yet to see a Prime Excalibur, but a Prime Excalibur must be incredible, because Excalibur on his own is pretty powerful. So, thanks for listening, guys. I've been Sparksy, this has been Excalibur, this has been the Warframe Reviews, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.